Max, we need to talk. It's urgent. I'm really confused about something you've left at home here. What are these papers for? What's going on?
Huh? I haven't got a clue what you're talking about, Natasha. What's up?
Surely you know what I'm talking about, Max. Why do you have divorce papers in the house? Is there something that you want to tell me?
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
This isn't a laughing matter, Max. I don't think it's very funny at all. You need to explain yourself right now. I don't know what you're trying to do.
I was a little confused for a moment there. What do you mean? What's there to explain exactly, Natasha? Aren't those papers pretty self-explanatory? You're a bit dumb if you don't get it.
Is this actually happening right now? Are you trying to tell me that you actually want a divorce from me? Where did this decision come from?
Well, you've seen the papers, and it's pretty easy to understand. It's just the way things have turned out. I don't know what else I need to explain to you, Natasha.
But what's happened to make you decide you need a divorce from me? I can't just accept the papers handed to me like this. It's all so sudden. What's changed about us? You've not given me a full explanation.
I don't really care what you think about how I came to the decision. What's done is done, Natasha. It's over between us. I just want the divorce, okay?
There's no way that I can carry on a conversation like this through a text conversation. You need to get back home right now.
Look, Natasha, I'm not going back to our apartment. What part of divorce did you not understand? I'm not coming back home.
Excuse me? You're not even going to make an effort in talking to me about this? You're just going to up and leave without an explanation to this?
Isn't it obvious? I shouldn't have to go back to somewhere that you're going to be. Why would I want to be anywhere near you?
But I don't understand why you're doing this. What am I supposed to do about these divorce papers? Why do you want this so badly for us?
I gave them to you so that you'd file them into the courthouse for us. I'm not going to do it. I just want you out of my life.
But I don't get it. Why does it have to be me who does it? I am not the one wanting a divorce. I don't even know the reason why you do.
All I want is for you to cooperate with me until all of this is sorted, alright? That's all I ask of you, Natasha. I think it's a pretty simple thing to do.
Have you even thought about how much I've done for you? What I do in supporting you? Why do you want this? You haven't even answered my questions.
Well, it's something that you need to do on your own. You don't need me to hold your hand in whatever it is you do in life anymore. I'm not doing you any favors.
Why are you acting like this towards me? How could you possibly do something so horrible to me? I am your wife.
No matter what you try and say to me, it's not going to hurt my feelings at all. I really don't care about you anymore.
Look, why do you want a divorce in the first place? I don't understand. You've got to give me a full explanation. It's the least I deserve.
You really want a reason why I want to divorce you? Fine. I'll give you one. I'm sick and tired of your crap, and I don't want to be around you.
But that hardly explains anything. What did I even do exactly? How could you say that you're sick and tired of me? I thought everything was okay.
Also, I wanted to divorce you so that I can get married to another woman. I want to be with her, and you're getting in the way of that.
Wait a minute. What did you just say? You're getting married to someone else? But how? I had no idea you were interested in another woman.
I just said I'm going to get married to someone else. Can't you read? That's why I just want to be done with you.
At least tell me who this other woman is. I have a right to know who your new love is since you're dumping me for her.
There's no need for me to tell you who it is. It's got nothing to do with you, and I don't want you in my life anymore.
Of course it's got something to do with me. This woman has obviously had some influence on you to make you divorce me.
Look, who knows, to be honest. I really don't care about what you think. Don't even think about contacting me again. I'm not going to reply to you.
But Max, you can't just do this to me. You need to tell me what's going on. You can't just leave me like this for another woman. Who is she? How could you do this to me? I want answers. Wait, come back. We need to talk about this. Max! Jenny, are you there? I really need to talk to you. I don't know who else to go to. Natasha? What's up, sweetie? Did something happen? Are you okay? No, I'm not okay. I really just need someone to listen to me and tell me that everything's going to be all right. Something terrible just happened. Oh, hey, yes, of course. You can always come to me for anything. I'm always here to listen and give advice when I can. What's going on? Well, something happened to me. I might be getting a divorce, but I don't know the true reason why. Wait, what? What the heck is going on, Natasha? Where did the divorce come from? You always got along so well with Max. What happened? I thought we were too. We made such a great team, but something was going on that I didn't know about. My husband's with another woman. Oh, dear. Really? That's not good now, is it? He really did that to you? Have his preferences changed or something? I just don't know what to do. I can't think straight right now. What do I do, Jenny? He's my husband and he's dumping me like I'm a piece of trash. I understand, but do you really think there's any point in trying to continue with the relationship if he really wants out of it? Yeah, maybe. I just don't know what brought all of this on. Why did he go looking for someone else? I don't want to split up with him. Yeah, I get it. You really loved Max, didn't you? Maybe the best thing to do is just let him go. Maybe. I just really thought that we were going to be together forever. He was my favorite person in the entire world. I thought we were soulmates. But you can't help it if he thinks it's over. His feelings have probably changed. Wouldn't it be better for you to take the next step and move on from him? Yeah, I suppose I can try and do that. It was a good idea to talk to you. You're so strong and have a good head on your shoulders. I guess I do. You can't let things like this get to you forever. It's going to make your life miserable otherwise. Yeah, I'll think about it and see how I can move on from this. I really hope the pain dies down soon. Well, I've got something to tell you as well. I'm also getting a divorce from my husband. Wait, what? No way. Really? What for? What happened between you and your husband? I really can't be with someone who doesn't have a steady job. It's really not that financially stable. I just can't be with him. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. It's just so strange. The timing of our divorces, it makes no sense. Oh, and by the way, I've also decided that I'm going to get married again. It really is the best decision for me right now. Wait, what? What are you talking about? You're not seriously getting married again, are you? But of course I am. I'm getting married to my new man. I'm sure you've probably guessed by now that I'm getting married to Max. Whoa, just hold on a second. Are you saying what I think you're saying? I didn't just read that wrong? I think we both know that it's a waste of time for you being with Max. Honey, you can do so much better. Jenny, is this your cruel idea of a joke? You're joking, right? Why would you want to get married to Max? Have you been dating him behind my back? I've got no reason to lie to you, Natasha. I'm being serious. I was wondering why you were talking to me in the first place. Max must have dropped a hint. You're telling me that you've been seeing each other whilst he's been married to me and you to your husband? You and Max, really? Well, he chose me, so it looks like Max liked me more than he liked being married to you, Natasha. Even if that was the case, how could you both do this to me? How could you betray me like this? You're supposed to be my best friend, Jenny. First of all, we only intended to hang out with each other so we could get to know each other on a more personal level. Oh, quit it with your lies. I don't believe any of that crap. You went behind my back to steal my husband away from me. Hey, come on. You need to calm down. I'm being serious here. Didn't you see how happy Max and I made each other? How could you do this to me? Your best friend. I am never going to forgive you for what you've done. You are nothing but a homewrecker. I already knew that you were never going to forgive me, but you're going to have such a good life living in that big house all by yourself.
Hey, Natasha. It's Noah here. It's been a while since we last had contact with each other.
Oh, Noah, hello. Yes, it has been a while. Why are you messaging me at this time of night?
Yeah, I'm sorry to bother you at this hour, but I really needed to speak with you. I suppose you heard what happened from Jenny, right? It seems like we've been cheated on by our own partners. I can't believe they were having an affair with each other. I had no idea what was happening.
Yeah, it seems like it. Max and Jenny have been having an affair behind our backs for a while, by the sounds of it.
What do you think we should do about it? What's your plan from here on out? Is there anything you could do about this?
I'm sorry, Noah. I haven't really given myself a lot of time to think about it. It was only sprung on me today.
I intend to fight the both of them with everything I've got. Natasha, we can't let them get away with what they've done to us.
Oh, really? I still don't feel like I've got any energy to fight back. I feel so hopeless right now.
Do you think that your husband will come back home to you, Natasha? He's done so many horrible things to you, emotionally and mentally.
Yes, he's put me through a lot. I want to believe that he'll wake up someday and see that he's made a horrible mistake.
I get what you mean. I would hope that as well, but I'm not counting on it. But adultery is adultery, Natasha. Do you have any evidence you can give me about their affair?
Yes, I can get proof. I just have to find something to pin on them.
I see. I'm sorry I didn't mean to be rude or anything. I was just wondering if you have a job.
Huh? You're not being rude at all, Noah. Yes, I do have a job, but both me and, well, I guess my ex-husband work.
Okay, that's good to hear. At least he didn't leave you with nothing. You've got your own money. You'll be okay with living your life then.
I really do hope so, but there are checkbooks that my husband and I shared together. We do have some joint accounts.
Oh, really? You both have access to these joint accounts? What were the joint accounts for exactly?
Yeah, the account's still in both of our names. We created a joint account so that we could save up and move overseas together.
Despite having those sort of commitments to you, he still betrayed you? How could he do that to you?
I know, right? Why go to all that trouble to just dump me for another woman, let alone that woman being my best friend?
You don't seriously still believe that he's going to come back to you after all that? You're not going to wait for him, are you?
It's just so hard not to. We still got along up until recently. I don't know if I can just let that go yet, Noah.
Natasha, you need to wake up and look after yourself. After all the pain he put you through with the cheating and doing things out of the blue, you're going to wait for him?
But he was my husband, and maybe he just made a terrible mistake. I don't know how I can do life without him.
I don't want you doing that, okay? We need to prepare for what we're about to face.
Okay. How are we going to do that? I barely have any fight in me to take Max down.
Okay. Well, I'll be there to help you through it. Things will go more smoothly if we work together.
That's very true. Okay, let's work together on this. I don't want to be miserable for the rest of my life.
Okay, good. I would like you to change your state of mind as soon as possible. We've got to stay calm and stay focused. We've got to take them down.
Okay, got it. I'll try my best to build up my confidence and strength. I'm not going to let Max or Jenny get away with this. I'll contact you when I'm ready to face them. Hopefully I won't make you wait too long.
You'll be fine. Let's do this together. You're the only one I can rely on right now. I hope you understand that.
Of course I do, Noah. Okay, I'll see what I can come up with and I'll talk to you later.
Yo, yo, yo! Hey, Natasha. What's going on, girl? It's been such a long time since I last spoke to you.
What the heck? Why are you talking to me right now? I thought I got rid of you.
What are you talking about, Natasha? Are you surprised to hear from me or something? What's happening?
What do you want? I haven't heard anything from you in almost 2 years, Max.
Okay, chill. Well, I did used to be your husband back then, believe it or not. So I thought I'd message you.
Okay, I didn't say it was a bad thing. I just wanted to know why you're messaging me. I'm curious why you would want to talk after all this time.
Well, I've got a great story to tell you. You're gonna love it. I broke up with that other woman I was seeing. I'm going to come back home to you now, so you need to start preparing me some food and just wait for me to get back.
Wait, what? Are you telling me you want to get back together with me, or are you telling me the truth?
That's what I just said, isn't it? Of course I'm speaking the truth. I'm already so exhausted by that woman, so I broke up with her.
Oh my god! This makes me so happy, Max. I'll wait for you to come back home.
The only place I want to be in is with you. I want to be in our house again and be together. I only just realized that I'm still totally infatuated by you, Natasha. I'm still in love with you.
By the way, may I ask when you'll be coming back home? Just so that I can prepare myself.
I don't know. Why do you ask? Can't your husband come back to the house we live in at any time?
Well, I need to know. After all, it's been 2 years since the last time I saw you. Don't you think I need a bit of time to prepare food for you? You know what I mean, right? You understand that I want to impress you, right?
Oh, is that what you want to do? I guess I should give you some time to do that. I'll come by this evening then?
Okay, got it. That'll give me plenty of time to prepare some food for you. It might not be done in time, so we'll see. Please relax at home until I'm done.
Yeah, okay, sure. But you've got to hurry it up, alright? Don't slack off. I'm really tired from a long trip I've been on, so I want some food.
Yes, of course, Max. I'll get onto it right away. See you later. I can't wait for you to get here.
Hey, Natasha, I just landed at the airport. It's been such a long trip for me. What's happening with the pickup?
Oh, wow. It's already the evening. You're on time. That's unlike you. Well, that's not possible for me to do right now. You said I need to prepare food for you.
Well, I was hoping that you would come and pick me up. You knew I was coming.
No, I can't, Max. I'm currently in the middle of cooking. I wanted to make your favorite foods for you, and it's taking longer than I expected. Isn't it good that I'm using this time to prepare really tasty food for you, Max?
Are you telling me that all that food will be ready for me by the time I get home?
Of course it will. Just trust me. It'll all be done, and you'll be able to eat whatever you like.
You come up with the most stupidest plans, Natasha. How could you not think of how I'd get to our house? How am I supposed to get back without you?
Well, I thought you wanted me to make you food, so I thought you could get yourself here. Can't you just get a taxi here or something? They aren't that expensive.
I really can't believe how foolish you're being right now. You know that you owe me money, right?
Huh? What are you talking about? What money do you mean? Where did this come from?
Isn't it obvious? Your flaw right now is that you've not prepared for your husband's return. You owe me a lot for flying out here. What are you gonna do if you can't pay me the money? You owe me.
Maybe because you sprung this on me, you didn't give me much time to get ready for your return. You haven't talked to me in 2 years.
A capable wife should be prepared for something like this. Don't make excuses. If you're going to go any further with this, I'm not coming home.
All right, okay, I'll stop. I'm sorry for not being prepared on time. I'll get you a taxi and I'll pay for it. I'm sorry, please just come straight home.
You should have said that at the beginning so we didn't have this argument. You're so stupid sometimes. Okay, I'll come home now. Also, you can pay for all of my living expenses for a while. You work, so you can pay for it.
Why do I have to? Don't you have a remote job that you can do?
I do work, but I've decided that you could pay for some of my things for a while. That woman I was with was a fast spender, so I ended up running out of money really quickly. You'll be financially supporting me for a while. I feel like that's only fair. I'm the one who's making all the effort to come back to you, so you should pay for me to be there. It seems only fair for you to give me money, right?
Oh, I see what you mean. I understand. I guess that won't be a problem. We can talk more about the specifics when you get home.
What the heck's going on here? What do you think you're up to? Where's my house?
Huh? Max, what's happened? I don't know what you're talking about, sweetheart.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't play games with me. What's going on? Why is there some weird-ass building where my place used to be?
Oh, that house. Oh, didn't I tell you what happened? The house has been completely demolished and the land's been sold.
What the heck did you do, Natasha? How could this be? You did this without getting my permission first.
That house was just going to be too big for one person to handle, so I thought it would be a good idea to sell it and move to a smaller apartment.
So you obviously had no intention on waiting on me to return? That's what you told me all those years ago. I thought you'd be waiting patiently.
Why the heck would I keep that house after you left it? You left me for another woman and made your home somewhere else. I wasn't waiting for you at all. In fact, I wish I had a hand in tearing down that terrible house I lived in with you. It would have given me a lot of satisfaction in doing that.
Are you kidding me? Is this really the weak and vulnerable Natasha that I'm talking to? Because I feel like this is someone else.
Of course it's me. I'm Natasha, the woman who just got thrown into the garbage by you.
Okay. Let's just talk about this, Natasha. There's no need to get angry. So why don't you just calm down? Where are you living now then? You said you're in another apartment? You can go ahead and send me your address so I can come home.
There's no way I'm giving you my address, you absolute scumbag. You can stay on the street. I never want to see your face near me again.
How dare you say that to me? Why are you doing this to me? You can't just say no to me. Just wait a minute, okay? Please calm down. Why are you acting so crazy?
I'm not the crazy one. You are. You had an affair with my best friend, left me with nothing, and now you think you can just walk back into my life like nothing's happened?
Well, I didn't think it would be easy to get back together with you. I just wanted to come back. I knew I needed you. I just wanted to see your cute face again.
You've got some nerve saying all those things. You've been ignoring me this entire time, so I don't believe you want to see me. I've been trying to contact you and get more reasons for you leaving, but you never got in contact with me at all. What were you doing? You could have called me.
It's because so many things were happening. I didn't have a phone with me because I was being watched.
What do you mean you were being watched? Was someone following you or something?
Natasha, this person was crazy. I was in a relationship with you, right? Then this person approached me. No matter how much I refused their requests, they kept persisting. In the end, they came to visit me at my workplace. I had no choice but to up and leave this relationship. I thought if I give up, they'll leave me alone. But on the contrary, they started threatening me. They were going to reveal our relationships to you and my colleagues. They even went as far as to say they were pregnant. So I decided to take responsibility for my actions and marry this person. But I've only ever had feelings for you. Please, you gotta believe me.
Someone really threatened you? Are you kidding me, Max? Would you just stop it with the lies? I'm so over your behavior.
I'm not lying to you, Natasha. This is what actually happened to me. I had to go through with it to protect you.
Okay, you know the day that you asked for a divorce? I also contacted Jenny. That was when she told me that she would marry you. She told me that you were the one who was advancing on her and that you liked her more than me.
You talked to Jenny? You can't believe what she says. She's crazy. She's got so many screws loose. Everything she says is a complete and utter hoax. You can't believe anything she says.
Is that so? Well, I've got the message history of the conversation we had, so what you did was a joke? How did you and Jenny get into a relationship? Will you just explain it to me properly in person? You should have done that over 2 years ago.
I'm only going to explain it all to you if you trust me. If I know you do, I'll tell you everything.
Yeah, not really, Max. By the way, Jenny's husband told me that he's going to demand compensation from you. It's your fault, so of course he can do that.
He wants compensation? Are you serious? But I'm having money troubles right now. There's no way I'll be able to pay him anything.
Well, I didn't know that. You should increase your hours at work so that you can pay him. He wants his money. It's the least he deserves.
Wait a minute. Has Jenny's husband been contacting you this entire time that I've been away from our home?
I guess you could say that, yes. We've stayed in contact and we've gotten closer since you both left us.
Okay, you need to explain what you've been doing with this guy. I have a right to know, and you tell him to put a hold on asking for compensation.
I'm not going to do something like that. He and I are a team and we're working together to take you down.
You owe me this. I've still been in love with you for the past 2 years. I knew that you'd talk to me like this since it's been so long. Because Jenny was hanging around me constantly, I couldn't reply to your messages without her looking over my shoulder. I did look at your messages every day though. You were the only reason I kept on living.
How can you keep coming up with all of these lies like this? How am I supposed to believe this? Are you being serious right now?
Of course I'm being serious. You were the only person who ever supported me. You've been waiting for me to come back, right? So let's be together.
It's true. I've been waiting such a long time for you to come to your senses, but I am never going to forgive you for what you put me through.
But what's making you not forgive me? I've explained what happened. What more do you want, Natasha?
Don't tell me you don't know. Do you remember the account we made together to save for our future? You used that money without my permission. If you really cared about our future, you wouldn't have taken that money from me. When I saw that all the money had been withdrawn from the account, I got really sour and knew you took all of it.
That account was for us, though. There were a lot of things going on that I needed to pay for, and I have access to it.
But none of those things had anything to do with us, obviously. I thought you were going to leave that money for me. I didn't think that I'd be waiting for years for you to come back to me. I can't believe what you've done to me.
Well, I was going to give the money back to you at some time, Natasha. Please, can you forgive me for all of that?
Shut up, you piece of crap. You lied to me and stabbed me in the back. How long do you have to play with my feelings until you're satisfied?
I didn't mean to do all those things to you, Natasha. I can't do much about it now. I just want you to forgive me for this so we can move on and meet. Why didn't you ask me for compensation until now? I guess it was because you didn't know where I was, right? I guess I'll just run away again. I suppose if I do that, I won't ever see you again.
Well, you're right about those things. Everything you just said was correct. I had a lot of trouble locating you for a long time. But now that you've come back, it's been a big help in terms of getting our money off you.
Well, I guess you'd be an idiot to let me run away in this present moment.
There's no way that I'll let you escape, but there was something you didn't notice. You're more than likely surrounded by detectives.
Huh? What detectives are you talking about? Do you think I'm really that stupid to fall for your lies?
I'm not lying. I asked some detectives for your whereabouts so that you wouldn't run away. I've been in constant contact with them as they monitor you. It's going to be impossible for you to escape now. Don't even bother trying to run.
Well, you got me, Natasha. But I bet hiring detectives would have cost you a bit of money, right?
Oh, don't worry about that. Jenny's husband's job is actually being a detective. He told me that he'd work for me for free.
What the heck are you talking about? So you've both been working together to try and find me? So I can't escape?
His colleagues are watching you right now. He's very good at what he does. Anywhere that you go now, they'll find you in a heartbeat. Good idea, right?
I can't believe you thought of doing this. It's insane. At least let me try and make this up to you one more time. Come on. I'm really sorry for betraying you. Just give me one more chance, please. I think that you'll be very happy with me now.
Why should I be with you just to make you happy? I don't want you to be happy at all. I want my money that you owe me, so give it to me.
But we work well together. Do you really think you're gonna take any money from me, Natasha?
Of course, because you betrayed me. You committed adultery, for goodness sake. You're the reason why our marriage ended. That money that you took from our account needs to be put back. I deserve at least half of it since the account was in my name as well. That's how it works.
But I haven't got any money to put back into it. You're putting me in such a bad position.
I don't care. I'll not be contacting you directly from now on. You'll be hearing from my lawyer soon enough. Even if you message me, I'll ignore them.
You can't do this to me, Natasha. Please take me back. Don't tell me we're over. Please?
I've made my decisions. You need to take responsibility for what you've done. You'll be reflecting on this for the rest of your life.
Hey, Natasha. It seems like our request for compensation from Max and Jenny have been approved.
Oh, really? That's really good to hear, Noah. It only took 2 years to get what we deserved.
Jenny's going to be regretting this for the rest of her life. I'll just let her sit in her own tears. I never thought this would happen to me.
I totally get what you mean. I dreamed of getting married and having children. I was thinking too fast about things. It's such a relief. I want to thank you for everything that you've done for me. I really appreciate it, Noah. Max and Jenny were asked to pay a huge amount in compensation to Natasha and Noah. It seemed like Max had some gambling debts to pay, but he was also ordered to pay back Natasha's money. As a result of this, Max had no choice but to borrow some money from a consumer finance company in order to pay his debts off. For him, it's just going to be a vicious cycle of paying off people for the rest of his life. He's always going to be chased down by debt collectors if he falls behind in his payments. He should have thought about what he was doing before he went and cheated on his wife and left her for her best friend.
Hello, Lola. Thank you again for coming all the way over here to come and spend some time with my family as we all get to know you. And the fact that you're even willing and able to cook is just the most amazing thing for everyone here. We are all so looking forward to what you'll have ready for us by the time lunch starts.
And thank you as well, Verna. It was so kind of you to invite me out here to finally come see the parents of the young woman my son is so very in love with. I have also been having a very fun time with you cooking all these dishes, and I hope you all really do look forward to eating what I've made for you all today. Actually, I really am thankful that you let me help cook this time. It's helped me calm my nerves a little bit, considering that this is my first time being over at you guys' house and first time seeing you in person.
Yes, no worries. I had to make sure you could cook since you come from a moneyless family. But it brings me great joy to see that you can, in fact, work with higher quality foods. I mean, I was almost certain that a lot of appliances in here would be too high-tech for you to understand.
Uh-huh.
Did you have a good look around my kitchen? It's outstanding, right? We make sure to have all the most up-to-date cooking appliances in it so that all our meals are prepared the best. And when you had a chance to look inside our refrigerator, you got to see all our perfect meats and produce, right? We only allow foods that come directly from the sources they are gathered from. And yes, that does mean that a lot of our food is imported, but we're willing to pay that extra price for such delicious ingredients. And when it comes to all my storage in the kitchen, well, as you can see, I make sure that it is all well managed so that I never forget where something is. But of course, this is all possible because of my husband having so many restaurants under his company's name, right?
Yeah. Well, I can tell that you really put a lot of time into your kitchen, Verna. And I hope that you weren't too nervous letting me handle some of those appliances of yours.
I could never begin to imagine the kind of kitchen you must have to work in most of the time back at your home. I'm sure that there aren't nearly the amount of appliances we have in there, and most of your food is probably frozen and disgusting, right? Oh, I just can't see myself ever having to cook in a place like that. Do you guys even clean it out at all, or is most of the leftover foods from last year still sitting around in there?
Well, no, not really, but as for myself, I'm pretty busy with other things, so I never really have the time to work in my kitchen anyway. Nobody's really home anymore either, so that's another reason for not really cooking in there.
Oh, are you like those poor people that never stop working hard in laborious jobs? Well, that must be so tiring for you indeed. I guess that means you force yourself and your son to eat out all the time then. Fast food? That must be so hard on you guys' health, right? Unlike y'all, my family never really has to work hard, so I'm not really able to understand what you guys have to go through.
Well, anyway, before everything we've made up today starts to get cold, let's bring it out to the dining table and get to eating. I'm sure that even Fred and Miley's stomachs are beginning to hurt as we speak.
Good point. But listen, I just had a quick glance at the food you ended up cooking for today. Have you made sure to measure the amount of salt you put into this dish properly?
The amount of salt in it?
It seems that you put quite the emphasis on salt in your dish, using things like soy sauce in it as well as table salt. Are you sure that this dish isn't too salty?
Well, Well, of course I didn't use a huge amount in that dish. Please excuse me, but I added just the appropriate amount of salt I thought was needed as I went along making that dish.
Well, if you haven't measured the amount of sodium properly in your dish, then what would happen to you if perhaps my husband or daughter's health went downhill due to your dish? Well, this is all very unfortunate. I suppose I was better off not asking you to help cook with me.
But when I had asked you for a spoon to measure out the amount of soy sauce I was putting in my dish, you told me you didn't want me touching any of your silverware.
Is that right? So now you're going to make up more excuses for this. Well, for now, I'm going to have to toss all of this in the trash. You're fine with that, right?
Wait, what? You're going to throw away the perfectly good food I just cooked?
That's right. I can't let anyone eat this food when we have no idea what all's inside it. And this all has to happen while my family and yours is saying they're so hungry. Now we're going to have to go back and cook everything from scratch.
I was really doing my best to make sure that everything was properly balanced out in that dish, including the salt. And I have confidence that the dish is perfectly safe for eating.
Huh? Don't make me laugh. I know that moneyless people like yourself never bother to think about making your dishes healthy or not. You guys love to consume your salts, and that's why you all end up being so large.
That is not the case in my family.
Go and throw all that food out for me, please. That should be all right with you, right? Perhaps we should just go out to eat instead today. I'm going to bring the car out for everyone, so you follow behind us, okay?
Uh-huh. You're okay with me coming along with you all as well?
Well, you did come today to talk with my family about the marriage of your son and my daughter that's coming up real soon, right? And so far, we haven't really had the time to talk with you and get to know you more. So when we get to the restaurant, we can all sit down and have plenty of time to talk to one another.
Understood.
So how was it, Lola? This restaurant is pretty special, isn't it? But of course, you've never had the kind of French foods this place has served up before, right?
Well, that's right. But I do know about this restaurant.
Is that so? I'm sure you've seen it on TV or maybe read about it online, right? After all, this is the kind of restaurant that attracts even the most affluent of people to it, so it's very well known all over the world. And I'll have you know that the owner of this place is a close friend of mine. It's because of the support and funding that I gave this place that they were able to even open the restaurant in the first place.
Is that so? Well, that is very interesting indeed.
But, of course, I'm sure that someone like you can't even imagine what kind of place this is on the inside. So let's go on in! And make sure to tell your son Fred to not make any scenes and to handle himself maturely, okay?
My son is not 5 years old anymore, so you really don't have to worry about him. Just worry about yourself and we'll all be fine today.
Well, he only had a mother around him to raise him all his life, so I'm a bit worried about whether he was able to get the right education or not from only you. As for Miley, she has a CEO father to lead her, and a career woman like me to be her mother figure. My husband and I are just so amazing, and she was lucky to be born into our family. So we never have to worry about her being a proper adult.
Huh? Is that so? You often like to talk about yourselves as being a very amazing family and all of that, don't you? It makes me feel very embarrassed about everything.
You can feel all the embarrassment you want, but that's only natural considering you and your son are both losers in this world and will never amount to the success my family has. And since I've made it all the way to the top with my own strength, I have the right to toot my horn every once in a while about it. Anything I think of, I will say. And I have the right to do that, as I'm a winner in this world.
Well, can we stop with all this horn tooting as we're about to go into the restaurant now, right? As of right now, we've just been sitting in our cars in this parking lot for a few minutes now, and I'd kind of like to go inside.
Well, you have a good point, Lola.
Verna, why am I only being served French fries right now while the rest of you get to have actual course-based meals?
Huh? Well, that's because to a poor person like you, all you need is French fries, right?
Hold on. How much longer are you going to come at me like that? Your jokes are getting a bit stale now, so please just treat me as your equal, okay? We are not in middle school anymore either, so let's just be adults about all of this and enjoy the time we get to spend with our kids today.
Huh? Why are you trying to talk to me like you know better when you can't even afford this year's model of cars? I could laugh so hard right now at this. Are you trying your hardest right now to make yourself look better in front of me? It's because of us wealthy people that the poor like you are able to live at all in this world. So please be more kind to me and my family and maybe say thank you more often.
Is that so? By the way, where are you right now?
Right now, I'm outside having myself a cigarette. Is there something wrong?
You're smoking a cigarette? If I remember correctly, this restaurant doesn't allow smoking on the premise, and that means outside as well.
I'm an investor in this restaurant, so I have the right to smoke wherever I please. My goodness. You are trying so hard to find a way to take me down off my high horse, and it is just so adorable.
That isn't what I'm trying to do at all right now, actually.
What's wrong, Lola? Just a few minutes ago, you've started to act like a tough little girl in front of me. You don't have to worry about your appearance in front of me and my family, as we already know the kind of filth you really are. So let's just enjoy our time together, and please enjoy this fine restaurant, as you'll probably never be able to eat here again. Right?
You really like talking down to me like that?
Today is a very special day for our kids. So let's just enjoy this lovely French food, all right? Well, I suppose the rest of us will, while the poor get to enjoy that huge plate of French fries.
Our family is frickin' over with.
Huh?
You. What the hell did you think you were doing? I had a feeling that something was wrong when Lola only received a plate of French fries, unlike the rest of us who are getting served a full course. But then I realized that you were the one that ordered all those fries for her.
Why are you getting all upset with me? I was just doing all of that as a sort of joke is all.
Why are you trying to joke around with her like that? That's not even a joke to most people like her, but rather you trying to offend her.
I'm sorry, Carl, but really, why are you getting so upset over something as small as that? We are all leagues above someone like her and Fred, so what I've done isn't a problem at all for us.
You think that our family is leagues above hers? What the actual hell are you going on about?
Well, I'm correct, right? Our family happens to have way more money than that single mother and her childish son have. And it's our family's money that helps keep moneyless freaks like them alive in the first place, right?
I'm so over you right now that I can't even let out a single sigh. That way of thinking is already more than a problem for you. But if you really want to talk about who's above the other here, it's her. Her and her family are leagues above us.
Huh? Why's that?
Why's that? Do you really not know who the hell she is? Right now, Lola is the #1 supporter of my company and has been for a very, very long time.
Huh? Are you sure about that? I never heard a thing about that from someone like you or anyone else.
I know for a fact that I've spoken with you before about how Lola has put a lot of money into my company. But I guess you never listened to what I said to you at all back then. And before we even begin to talk more about what she's done for my company, we need to talk about how you've been treating her. It doesn't matter if she's considered below or above us. The way you've been trying to offend her is not okay.
When you say that she's given a lot to your company, what do you mean?
Like myself, Lola works within the food service business as well, and we are both considered top of our classes in this industry. And when she learned about how I was starting all sorts of business in fine dining across the US, she began to invest in my company, making sure that I was able to get as many restaurants going as possible.
Huh?
And not only has she been investing in my company, but she herself owns plenty of restaurants, ranging from places that specialize in pizza to places that do sushi. She has really been doing it all in this industry, and has made sure that my company does just as well as hers with her support. I can't even raise a finger to her because of how much she's given me. And now you've started to pick on her? What the hell is wrong with you?
But nobody ever told me anything about this, so I had no clue she had that kind of power. I guess I may have heard something like that from you, but I never imagined that the person you were talking about was Lola. All right, I'm going to come back in there right now and have the waiter take back her order and get her a course meal as well.
I've already made sure to order her a proper course here, so you don't have to come back in here. Actually, I'm not going to allow you back in here. You go right back home from here, alright?
What? Why should I have to go home? Aren't you being a jackass right now?
Are you freaking kidding me right now? You just tried to hurt one of the most important people to this family. So having you come back and acting as though nothing ever happened will only make things worse for us. I am not going to allow you to offend her any more than you already have. I'm trying to think of the future of my company now, so go away.
Understood. But how am I supposed to get home all by myself? I can't drive a car or anything like that. You know that, right?
Take a bus or a taxi or anything to get you out of the vicinity of this restaurant. Are you really that brainless that you can't even fend for yourself out there?
All right then.
Lola, I am so very sorry for what happened today. I never thought that my wife would ever do something as idiotic as try and make fun of you.
No, don't worry about it, Carl. I've been able to calm myself down now after all of that. Really, all she's done to me now is make me have to think a bit more about a few things.
What things has she made you start thinking about?
Well, about my marriage life and about what I do for a living.
Wait, you don't have to think about all of that because of her. I'll take full responsibility for what she's done to you, and take the full repercussion of it. So please, can you make sure not to harm the project we have going on at the moment?
But it seems that Fred no longer wants to go through with the project. After all, this was all his idea, and he's been left in control of what happens and when it happens regarding this project. I've only stood by his side as an investor to him, and so that new pizza restaurant you both are working on falls on his shoulders, depending on what he decides to do now with it.
Is that right? Well, then there's nothing else that can be done about it then. He had to sit there and watch as my wife made terrible comments about the two of you. And I'm sure that someone like him would never want to continue working together with the husband of a woman like that. Understood. I'll stop with all the selfish comments that I've been making regarding my business and yours, and let you be.
I'm sorry, Carl, but thank you.
But on a very personal note, I am so very sorry for everything.
What is this about you wanting to get a divorce soon? I'm not going to allow you to get a divorce from me.
I have had enough of your childish crap, Verna. And the fact that you might be putting my money at risk now? I don't want you around me ever again. Alright? I doubt you even realize just how important of business I had with someone like Lola and her son. And now, it's all going to be lost because of you. But, there is still hope of us being able to make something new work. And to keep that from falling through, I need you to leave me. My job is far more important than some selfish wife, and that's why I want this divorce.
What the hell? Are you really going to sit there telling your own wife that your job is more important to you than her?
It's not the company itself that's more important to me than you are, but those that work for me, and those that work with me that are more important than you.
What?
I am the CEO of a very large company, and I am the one held responsible for all of my employees and customers. And recently, I began a very important project with both Fred and a few other very important customers, and if that project really does fall flat, then I'm going to be the one getting screwed, not you! So I need to do whatever I can to make things right again with Fred, and that means getting rid of you.
So that's your reasoning for wanting to divorce me?
That's exactly right. I'm sure that a long time ago you viewed me as your husband, but all I see from you now is using me as your ATM and your status keeper. So divorcing and cutting ties to you might just help you realize that what you're losing is more than just your money.
So you're gonna throw me away just so I can see that I'm losing my husband? Well, if you do that, I'm going to make you regret throwing a woman like me away.
These past few years, as my company grew and we gained more wealth, I've noticed that your head was getting too big for your body. And after a while, I really started to get tired of hearing you brag about yourself non-stop to everyone we met. I was able to just go on with my life ignoring what you were saying and doing. But today, you crossed the line. What you did to Lola's cooking by throwing it away after saying it wasn't good enough?
Well, come on! It's not my fault that she's so bad at cooking that she could cause you or Miley harm.
She's so bad at cooking? Do you have any clue what you're talking about right now? That woman used to run a restaurant of her own with 2 Michelin stars.
Huh?
But as of now, she no longer runs that restaurant because she's busy operating about 100 others through her company. Lola is a very amazing woman, and her success speaks far louder than whatever lousy cooking you think you could make. To think that you went and threw her food away like that. I was looking forward to trying it all out.
Well, I never knew that. If you would have told me sooner, none of this would ever be happening.
I've had enough. You've done far too much talking today. You really think I want to live with a woman like you after all the horrible things you've done? I want you out of the house by the end of the night. Understood?
Wait, Carl? Hey, Lola, please listen to me. Can you talk with your son and get him to continue with the project he had with my husband?
What's all this about?
Your company and my husband's company have a project going on right now, right? Can you please get that project back on track like it always should have been? Please?
And as of right now, I'm talking with my son about that.
It's because of you talking about it that my husband is going to divorce me soon. So please, I really do feel sorry for what I've done. So get back to having your son work on that project with my husband and let me stay married to my husband.
Are you kidding me, Verna? You're telling me that Carl is divorcing you? I knew that Carl was a man of his company and his employees. He must really want me to see that he does care more about our partnership rather than whatever he had with you.
Stop thinking about it like that. He's telling me he wants me gone so that he can focus on his work full time. That's not okay, right? Don't you feel bad that I'm going to lose my husband because of his selfish behaviors?
I don't feel bad for you at all. I think what he's chosen to do is the right thing and the perfect way of handling the cards he's been dealt. And also, Carl has been a dear friend of mine and a good business partner for a very long time, Verna. To be blunt, he really does care a whole lot about his work, but he cares even more about the people he employs and the customers he has. He is such a powerful man for being that way.
And as his wife, I know all of that better than anyone else.
You do? Well, I guess you know about everything besides who his biggest supporter is and what project he's in the middle of working on, right?
And when it comes to those two things, I happen to just forget about them. Now go call my husband and tell him that you will get your son to continue the project and then have him cancel the divorce.
Are you sure you feel sorry about what you did to me? Because this all seems like anything but you feeling sorry about what you did to me. I have no idea what's made you think you deserve everything in this world at the cost of others.
Well, that's because you don't know the first thing about higher class people like me.
Oh, I do understand people like you, though, Verna. Now, I'm going to call Carl and let him know what both my son and I have been thinking about that project for you.
Really?
Yes, really. And this is all going to be about your divorce from Carl, okay?
Huh?
I'll make sure that he will no longer have to worry about a thing and he can get right back to focusing on his company and his customers. I think Fred will be fine with all of this as well.
Hold on a moment. Why are you trying to bully me now? If I have to leave my husband for good, I'll seriously be all on my own in this world without anyone to help me. Even Miley is telling me that she'll never speak to me again after the divorce.
I am not going to forget about how you sat there in front of my own son making fun of the person I am. I worked so dang hard to raise my son into the man he is today and had to sacrifice a lot to get him here. As a single parent, I had to balance work and parenting to make sure both needs were met. And hearing from you that I failed to raise him properly and have a proper job, I am not going to let you get away with crap like that around me.
You witch! You think you're all that now that my husband is against me? I'll have you know, Lola, that I have plenty of other connections. I told you about how I'm the one that has invested into that French restaurant we went to earlier, right? Even if you try to make me suffer for you being such an emotional witch, I'm going to keep on living as the winner. How does that make you feel, knowing I'll never lose? I bet it stings, right?
Right. I almost forgot to say this. You have been banned from ever entering that restaurant again, so go ahead and toot that horn of yours some more.
Huh? I've been banned from there. Huh? What do you think you're talking about? Tell me, what is their reason for having me banned from going into their restaurant?
Well, you proceeded to smoke on the premise of that restaurant and it caused a bother for a lot of the customers coming in and out of there. And this isn't your first time doing that there either, so this was the final straw.
Who do they think they are, banning an investor like me from going inside their restaurant? You could pretty much call me the owner of that place, and I say that I'm allowed to do what I want there.
Well, if you'd like to know who the real owner of that place is, it's me.
Huh?
Recently, I had been hearing about how there was someone saying they were a huge investor for my restaurant and that they'd use that to get whatever they'd wanted from there. And lo and behold, that person turned out to be you of all people. I was shocked when you told me that to my face.
You have to be lying. Because I am...
I didn't ever remember getting any kind of money from you that you wanted invested into my restaurant. That's right. You happen to have a couple of other friends that run high-end restaurants around the city, right? Well, I'd like you to go ahead and tell me what restaurants those are.
No.
Tell me, please. And don't think that I'm going to let you off the hook until you tell me about the other restaurants you're in good relations with, okay? I don't mind how you phrase it as long as you tell me.
Well, there's that one restaurant by the City Hall southern exit.
Right. That's the place that specializes in shrimp, correct? Well, that place also happens to be run by me and my company. What other places do you know?
And I've had enough. Sure, I've been saying that I have connections with a lot of restaurants around here, but what's so bad about that?
I never said that there was anything wrong with that. I happen to brag about my cooking and my whole company a lot, actually, and about how those have made me into the woman I am today. But the only difference is that I don't lie about the strengths I have and then use them to talk down to others.
Hey, I just got a text from Miley saying she's cutting ties to me. I'm seriously gonna be all on my own now. Please, can you do something on your end to save me?
Ain't that so? You don't have yourself a job, and you'll soon be without a home as well. Soon your life is going to become pretty difficult, Verna. Well, if you're ever feeling a bit hungry, give me a call, please. I'll make sure to have a fresh plate of hot French fries ready for you to eat. After that, Carl went and took Verna and tossed her out of his house for good. And as for her daughter Miley, she did end up cutting ties with her mom and blocked her just to make sure she could never be contacted again. Since she no longer had a house or family to rely on, Verna went around the city looking for any connections of hers that might be able to help her. But since everyone already knew about how much of a snob she was when bragging about everything in her life, not a soul offered her a hand in helping her out. And as of right now, Verna has gone back to her hometown and is working a pretty dirty job as a pig farmer with one of her long-forgotten uncles. And as for ever contacting me again, I'm not sure if it was due to her pride or just that she was too scared to, but she never contacted me again after I offered to get her French fries whenever she needed them. Fred and Miley were able to have a happy wedding and are now both living together in a penthouse downtown where they plan to start their own family. And as for that project that my Fred was leading on my company's end with Carl, they have gotten back on track and everything is going well there. But unlike the Carl I had been seeing for the past few years, he seemed a whole lot more excited about his job and life again after getting rid of that selfish witch.
Thank goodness you're still alive after all that.
What are you laughing about? This is not something anyone should ever be amused by. Do you not realize that I cannot walk now?
Why are you getting so upset right now? You should be happy that after something like that, you're still going to be able to live life in some manner, right? Heck, the dang car got totaled, so I consider myself lucky to come out with no scratches.
What are you talking about, Kurt? Really? Do you not realize whose fault all of this is? Because of your inability to focus on the road, I'm left not being able to use either of my legs. Why aren't you even coming to the hospital to come see me after that? Every single day has been hell for me!
Yeah, I hear you. But having to go every day listening to you blame me is a real pain. And do you really think I want to think about having to push you around in your wheelchair right now? That's why today, I've gone out and got our divorce papers, and we'll be filling them all out.
What?
And tomorrow, I'll be bringing them to you so that you can fill out your half. I want to have them handed in before noon, so make sure you fill it all out correctly.
Oh, wait a second. What are you saying, Kurt? Are you serious right now?
About what?
After having put me in a wheelchair now that I can no longer use my legs due to your reckless driving, you're just going to throw everything we had away and divorce me.
Well, the Skylar I married was never in a wheelchair, and since you're in one now, you're not the same person I chose to love. And honestly, I cannot be asked to care for you at home. And so, divorce is the only option, okay?
I can't believe that you're acting this disgusting towards me right now. Do you not even understand what's happened between us? I'm never going to forgive you for this now, Kurt.
I couldn't care less about you forgiving me or not. We're probably never going to meet again anyway after the divorce, right? We'll just become two complete strangers living in two very different worlds from one another now. And I mean that as in you'll be living in a world where normal people don't have to be.
Where normal people don't have to be.
You can't walk anymore, right? So you'll never be able to live like us normal people anymore. And for me, I can't be asked to live with someone that can't walk.
I'm at a loss with everything you're saying to me. I have no clue why you and I ever got married in the first place. But I never thought to myself that the man I'd been married to was a monster. At least now, after what's happened, I finally had my eyes open to the kind of beast you really are.
I'll be bringing the divorce papers tomorrow morning. I'm sure you won't be able to come and get it for me, right? You can't walk after all. So that sucks.
Why, Kurt? Why are you being so mean to me? I'll make sure to have my little brother come and grab all of my things from the house. But I'm really hoping that in the meantime you begin to realize how awful you've been to me just now.
Yeah. If I happen to feel any regrets, I'll let you know.
Goodbye forever, you piece of crap husband.
Long time no see, Skylar. You doing all right?
What? Who is this?
What's up with that? You're being a pain in the butt again. You know dang well who I am, right? I bet you're pissing yourself with joy because I've come back to talk to you.
I don't think I have any reason to be joyous about getting a text from the worst man on this planet. What do you want from me? Make it short, please.
What's going on? Your attitude right now is a little bit unwarranted. You're not even close to the same Skylar I knew from back in the day.
Seems you may have forgotten what you had done to me 2 years ago. I'm tired of having to explain what happened back then, so just get on with whatever you've come to me for today.
I'm going to be getting married again.
Huh?
Well, I bet you're pretty surprised by that, aren't you? And the woman I'll be with is only 21 years old. She's like 10 years younger than you. Being able to marry a very young woman like her is the best thing that could ever happen to me.
All of this is so gross and annoying that I'm getting the urge to vomit right now. But before I do, what is your reason for telling me this?
Huh? What's that lame reaction for? Well, whatever, I guess. I'm just letting you know that I'm getting married again. I just assumed it was the right thing to do since you're my disabled ex-wife and all.
Well, thank you so much for going out of your way to tell me that. But I'll be going now.
Hey, you're being too cold to me now.
What did you expect to get from me by coming back to me after 2 years to tell me that you're getting married again?
Come to my dang wedding, Skylar.
What?
I'd like to take a long-awaited look at you in your wheelchair. So come to my wedding. I'll make sure that everything's okay for a cripple like you to even make it into the wedding.
Wait, are you being serious with me? You want me to come to your wedding? Why do you want me to be there again?
Well, to be blunt with it, my girlfriend really wants to see you. She doesn't believe me when I said that my ex-wife is in a wheelchair. And when I explained the situation to her, she still couldn't believe me. And so, I just thought I'd have you come to the wedding to prove I'm telling the truth. I even told her that I left you because I hate disabled people. Yet she still just could not believe what I was saying. It's so cute when she gets like that.
Huh? You said that.
It doesn't matter. So just come. I'm sure you have nothing else going on, right? You can't even work a real job without your legs now.
I do not have a job right now, but...
Well, you couldn't get up to do anything, so of course you don't.
I wouldn't say that's the reason for it, but...
It's thanks to me leaving you after that accident that I'll be able to marry such a young woman. I'm so dang happy that I wasn't looking at the road that day.
Hold on a second, Kurt. Are you sure you really want to be saying something like that right now?
Sorry. I was just telling my true feelings. Well, anyway, what I've been trying to say with all of this is I was right to throw your crippled butt away 2 years ago. I'll be marrying a youthful 21-year-old now. So I'd love to see your face when you come.
Well then, I'll come along with my splendid husband.
You have a husband now? Are you trying to compete with me now?
I can see that you'll try whatever you can to look down on me, but I have a life of my own now. Fine, I'll come to your wedding, Kurt. I'm actually looking pretty forward to having my amazing husband come with me to see the wedding of my monster of an ex-husband.
You are so full of yourself. I can't wait to see what creature you bring along with you.
See you later, then.
Hey, Skylar, what the hell is going on?
What is going on with what?
Why are you with Dr. Frank right now?
I told you that I would bring my splendid husband with me today, didn't I? Seems that you thought I was pulling your leg or something there, though. But I made the promise that I'd bring him, and so I did.
But why did you end up hanging out with that high-life living doctor?
Because he's my husband?
Huh? Wait, you're joking with me. You're saying that your husband is actually Dr. Frank?
That's right. Is there something wrong with me being with him?
Why are you with an elite doctor? There's no way he should have gotten married to you.
Don't you think you're just blinding yourself with all of your lies about the person you think I am? I mean, you work in the pharmaceutical industry, Kurt. You should be more understanding that a man like Frank would want to be married to me. He may be a super well-known doctor to a lot of people in the medical world, but that doesn't mean he's as cruel as you are. I know that in the past I said that I'd never forgive you for what you did to me, but because of you leaving me, I was able to start talking to him while being treated in the hospital. And so actually, I do forgive you and thank you for being a jerk and leaving me.
Huh? You met him while in the hospital?
It wasn't at the first hospital I had been admitted to. Rather, at the next hospital I started staying at for my rehabilitation. And while trying to get my life back together, I met him, and we soon found ourselves getting married to each other. I never wanted to think of all this being because of what you did to me, but now I think much differently. I can truly say that I am thankful that you were such a monster. And because of that, I'll say thank you this one time.
Something like that happened to you. I never thought that could happen.
And just to let you know, my current husband is very much upset with my ex-husband.
Huh? Dr. Frank is?
He can't believe that one of the employees of a pharmaceutical company that he partners with would be so disgusting. At first, I hadn't wanted to remember all that happened between you and I on the day of that accident, and after. So for a while, I didn't tell him too much about the details. But today I decided that it would be a good idea to let him know what you had done to me, and now he's fuming with anger at what he's heard. He's even started going on about how he'll make sure that you learn your lesson for what you've done by having you dismissed from that company.
Hold on. There's no way he could do something like that, right? Stop going on about such nonsense, okay? I'm sure that a man as powerful as Dr. Frank can in some way do something about me, but going that far about something that happened in the past is going way too far, right? What would his reasoning even be?
Do I really have to explain to you the reasoning? If you really take a step back and think about what all you've said and done to me, you'd understand why he's as upset as he is with you. Well, just be happy that we didn't bring any of this up to you at your wedding today. We've already left now, so you don't have to worry about seeing either one of us.
Huh? You've already gone home? I wasn't even able to introduce myself properly to Dr. Frank. You seriously went back home already?
Frank told me that he doesn't want you introducing yourself to him. I mean, that makes sense to you, right? Don't tell me you don't even have enough common sense for something as trivial as that. You jerk.
Are you kidding me?
But on the way out of the wedding, we made sure to tell the bride.
Huh? What did you say to her?
About how you're the worst man on this planet. And about how it was really all your fault that the accident happened and the reason behind me being in this wheelchair. And since you and I were married, I couldn't sue you for what had happened, and you just handed in the divorce papers for us and threw me out because you couldn't handle that I became paralyzed from the waist down.
Wait, what? Why would you say something like that to my woman at this wedding? She's going to start thinking that I'm some kind of monster now because of you.
Maybe you shouldn't be such an awful person if you don't want her to think of you as a monster. LOL. But that's not all.
What else have you done? Can you just stop all this crap?
I let her know that you'll soon be out of your job, and she'll be with a man that is unemployed right off the bat. And then I proceeded to suggest that there was still time for her to call off the wedding. LOL.
Why would you say such needless things to her? Is that the whole reason that I haven't been able to find her anywhere yet? She just texted me. This cannot be happening to me. She just told me she cannot see herself marrying an unemployed loser and is canceling the wedding. Now I'm going to become the laughingstock of everyone that's come here to see our wedding. Why would you do all of this to me? I come so far, and you're destroying it all now!
I have something that shouldn't be all that surprising for you to hear. Doesn't this all seem like you getting what you deserve for the monster that you've been?
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Perhaps this is all due to what you've done to me in the first place. LOL. I know that what I'm saying right now is 100% correct and that you asked for all this after putting me through hell back then. So, do you understand things now?
But you didn't have to be the one to do all of this to me?
Of course I had to be the one to do all of this. And listen, I'm not the one that forced her to leave the wedding. She was just being smart by choosing not to get married to some brainless jerk that would probably do the same to her as you did to me. To any sane person, I did the right thing by telling her about you, LOL.
Why would you still be this upset with me, though? Because of what you've started, my life is going to get all messed up. Stop trying to ruin my life right now. At least hold off of trying to have me fired from my job. I'm in a really good position in the company right now.
I don't really care about what happens with you, Kurt. And besides, I've already told my husband everything and he's free to do whatever he wants with the information. Frankly, I don't even have a problem with him having you fired from your job. But know this, I'm not the one that'll be firing you. So from here on out, I have nothing else to do with you. I'm sorry that I couldn't stay until the end of your wedding and all. But it doesn't matter now since the wedding will be canceled, right? LOL, sucks to be you, LOL.
You stop all of this now! I can't believe you ruined my whole wedding to such a young woman!
I'm pretty sure it was you that ruined a lot of my life 2 years ago. But after causing me to lose my ability to walk after your own inability to drive, you never once came to me to say sorry for what you'd done to me. So why are you getting all worked up now over your little wedding getting ruined?
I get it! I'm sorry! I'm so sorry! Is that what you wanted from me? Now stop trying to ruin my life any more than you already have! You should know that back then, I didn't mean any harm to you by leaving you, right? You and I had a lovely relationship back then, right? So don't make me lose my job just over some silly little accident!
When I told you that I'm not working at the moment, you immediately started telling me it's due to being a paraplegic, right? Right now, my husband is making a lot of money for us, so I'm a housewife for him. And actually, I'm able to work as a freelancer at home making money doing the things I love. So I think it's fair to say that destroying someone that looks down on people for being disabled is the right thing to do, right?
Please don't say things like that! I never meant to make you feel bad!
Goodbye, you piece of crap axe. And thank you so much for inviting my husband to that precious wedding of yours. LOL. After that, my ex-husband Kurt really did end up getting chewed out by his boss on the phone and lost his job on the spot after I finished texting him. He had tried his hardest to get his boss to listen to him, but was replied to with his boss letting him know that in a pharmaceutical company, there is no need for someone that is hateful towards those with medical disabilities. And once he had gotten off the phone with his boss, the news that the wedding had been canceled was out, along with the reason why. And a whole lot of guests there stormed out while laughing at Kurt like he was the joke that he was. He then ran after the bride and tried to ask her to stay with him, saying that he still loved her and knew that deep down she still loved him. But her parents came to interrupt things and let him know just how much shame he had brought to all of their family by letting their daughter marry a monster. Him. They then proceeded to tell him that they would be cutting ties with him, and he was left with nothing but himself and the costs of a canceled wedding. Kurt really would have been better off had he never contacted me again after the divorce. But because he went out of his way to try and get a few more blows into me by making fun of my disability and all that, he lost both his job and the young wife he was so proud of. At least for me, having him text me back after all that time gave me the chance to finally get my revenge and make sure that he couldn't hurt anyone else after what he'd done to me.